Hello everyone, it is Tuesday evening and I thought I would come on and do a little this and that video. I spent a few minutes tonight making a card, which was a lot of fun for me after a long day, and I thought I would come on and share the card with you and what I used to make it, and then also talk about a project that I want to work on, and I came downstairs looking for some things that I needed in my craft room to get started on it. And so let's get started and I'll jump right in. And I also have a haul that I did at Hobby Lobby because their paper studio stuff is on sale this week and I was desperately in need of cardstock in cream and white in the 110 pound. I was down to the nub. I was totally out of cream for like the last few months, and just the plain cream. And I was almost out of white, so it was just time to go. I think you guys know I try to stay out of the craft stores because it's a dangerous place for me. It's so easy to spend money there when you love crafting. So anyway, I will share what I got, and I'm going to start by sharing my card, and I'll show you what I used to make it. This is another one of those beautiful art girls from RedLeadPaperworks, and if you go back on Saturday Morning Makes 2 weeks ago, I think that's when I shared the beautiful Mother's Day package that they sent to me, containing some wonderful stamp images for me to use and to share with all of my subscribers. Some of their new stamps in their line, and they have even more than what I shared with you guys. There's so much stuff in their store that's so beautiful. But let me show you what I used to make this card. I did use these wonderful zigzag dies, the zigzag stackers from Penny Black. There's the number, and this is their website, pennyblackinc.com. So I use those, and I just love the stitching detail on these dies. I use these wonderful dies that Els created for Elizabeth Craft Designs, and these are an oval set that has this wonderful scallop and dot detail in it. So I use those, and these are very old. This is what they look like. They're the dotted scallop ovals, 1173 from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I think I've had these now for maybe 5 years or so. I don't know. They're older. So I'm not sure if they're still available. I think they're staples, and it'd be nice for them to be available all the time for all the people that are new crafters. So this is the image that I used, and this is one of the art girls from RedLeadPaperworks. This is a cling mount red rubber stamp. And they also sent me these other two art girls, and I can't remember the names of them right now, but if you go back to that Saturday Morning Makes video, I do have them all linked. And this is the third one that I hope to play with later this week. I'm trying to do a little bit of crafting, like 15 minutes a day, even if I'm exhausted at night. It doesn't always happen, but it happened tonight. And so I just thought I would come on and share. So they sent me those, and then the other thing that I used, oh, it's not in this box. They sent me all of these sentiments, and you can pause the video and read these if you want, but it's not in that box. It's in this box. Here we go. So in this box, they sent me these ones that say, she told her story. She is an artist, which I used on my last card. She made 3 wishes. I love that. And then this one, she dreams big. And this is the one that I used on tonight's card. And I did color in the E's and the G with some Copic marker. So thank you so much for these beautiful stamps, Red Lead, Chris and Sharon. They're so sweet. Let's see. So this is the card that I made, and so there's the She Dreams Big, and you can see where I shaded it in with some Copic marker in a blue tone, and I colored the dress with Copic markers, and I also added some little white details. So I created lace along the collar of the dress, and a little bit of lace on the bow in her hair. And I also dotted each of the flowers on her dress with a white dot, just to make it pop a little bit more off the background. I also added some white details to her boots and her stockings, just to help them stand out a little bit more. And this cute little flower is from my stash, and it looks like this. These are on sale this week for the Paper Studio, so you can get them for $2. But I have, I think, all the colors of these, and I keep all my little paper flowers in a container near my desk. And so I pulled one of these out just because I felt like it needed a little embellishment. Plus, people keep asking me to do things with flowers. So I do have some projects in mind using some stuff that I've gotten recently that have flowers. So I'm hoping to do some floral projects for you guys, especially with spring. It being spring right now, there's so many beautiful flowers in blossom in my garden. So anyway, so that's how I colored this. And then you'll notice I used this beautiful Petite Flowers #2 paper from Iralamija Shop again. And this is the number, Petite Flowers #2. This is her shop on Etsy, Iralamija Shop. And you can go to etsy.com, put /shop/Iralamija Shop, and it will come up. You can also just type in Iralamija Shop and it'll come up. But anyway, this is a beautiful set of papers. This is a green tone, a pink tone, a blue tone, and then a cream tone. And that is what I used on the bottom portion of this card right here. I used this blue toned paper right here. And then I took a different piece of Iralamija Shop paper and I actually colored it the same Copic color as this dress. And I don't know if you can tell, but I kind of went around the flowers that were in the paper. And I just wanted this tone in the background of the card. And so don't be afraid to use your Copic markers to make your card more cohesive. I needed this tone to be carried through the card in another way. So I did wrap the piece around to the back. I took my scissor and roughed up the edges to make it look distressed. And then I used this little word dream on the back. And this is from another one of Iralamija Shop's printables. And this is the Shabby Sentiments #2 collage. Okay. And then there's her Etsy shop again. But this is such a fun set of all these different sentiments that you can use on your cards. I love using them on the back of my cards. But in this case, I also used it on the inside to say hello, friend. So, and I did make a couple little banners with my leftover pieces of paper from the front. And I added this leftover piece of paper to the inside just to make this look pretty. So I like to have all three sides of my cards. I like them all to be pretty. So so that is the card share that I had for tonight. And I just was going to show you too, Eileen, these trims that you sent me. My friend Eileen Ickerman, who has Whimsical Critters, it's an Etsy shop. She makes the most beautiful dolls, you guys. She sent me these trims, and look at how perfectly they go with this paper from Betty's shop. So I'm going to take these upstairs again and use them to make a project. So thank you, Eileen, for my trims. And to everybody that sends me little goodies, you know how much I love cotton trims. And, you know, I'm just so grateful for all the people that have gifted me things over the years. And I do put them to good use. So I'm excited to bring this upstairs and use it on, hopefully on my next projects for Betty's shop. Because I am guest designing for her this month. Don't forget about the discount code that is JillMay22 for 15% off in her shop all the way through May 30th. So I hope you guys will take advantage of that code. I'm going to put the code in the comment area of this video down below. So that is how I made that project. And let me show you. So there's my card. And then the other thing, I came downstairs tonight to look for this. My friend Joyce of the PEDDLER'S pack, she sent me this adorable little forget-me-not. This is a stamp you can get in her shop, I believe. And then this is definitely a stamp that you can get. Plant seeds in well-prepared soil after danger of frost is past. It says mix seed with several times its bulk of fine soil and sow broadcast, preferably in an open sunny area. Cover 1/8 inch and press down firmly. Keep ground moist until plants are all well started. So this is from PEDDLER'S Pack in Beaverton, Oregon. They're an Etsy shop, StampPeddler on Etsy. And it's a beautiful red rubber wood-mounted stamp. And I want to make some little seed packets because my forget-me-nots are in bloom. And I like to collect seeds from them so that I can share them with different people in my family and stuff. But forget-me-nots, at least here in the Pacific Northwest, grow very easily and well. And they are a perennial. They come back every year. And so I always like to collect some seeds if I can and put them into some little seed packets that I can share. And I thought this would be the perfect way to do it. And so if you're interested in doing something like that, Joyce has, Bernie and Joyce have so many beautiful stamps and gardening themed things in their shop, as well as so much more. But you can find them on Etsy, and I will link them down below. But isn't this sweet? Joyce and Bernie Kurtz are their names. And anyway, she sent me this, and I cannot wait to play with this. So I have to take it upstairs so that I can use it. And I need to find my die that makes the little envelopes, because I do have a die that cuts a seed packet envelope. So that's my idea for a project that I want to work on. And there's my card. And then I told you guys I did a little haul. What necessitated the haul, I went to Hobby Lobby today because their Paper Studio products are on sale, 50% off this week. And I desperately needed cream cardstock in 110 pound. So this is a wonderful pack, 300 GSM, 110 pound actually, cardstock, which I love the 110 pound. It's extra heavyweight, and it just makes really, really sturdy cards, which I just love. And it's also a great weight for when you're making tags and stuff. So I wanted to get this while it was on sale for half off, so $8.50 versus $17. And it's just a beautiful, thick cardstock in that 110 pound. And same with the white. So I got 1 pack of white and 1 pack of cream, which will last me a little while again. So I'm so glad that they had it in stock. It was the only cream they had, so I got the last one. So I think other people had obviously been taking advantage of it. And then I also decided to grab one of these because these were half off also. So instead of being 10, they were 5. And this is their card and envelopes. You get 50 pieces, or 100 pieces. So it's a 50 pack of cards and a 50 pack of envelopes. And I did ask the manager, when I went up to the checkout, she had the manager come out because they don't have the GSM marked on here, so you don't know the weight of the cardstock. So if you're ever wondering, to me, I think it could be, it might be 80, but it definitely is not a 100-pound cardstock. So for me, when I'm doing cards, this would be too light, but you could use it for a little note or something if you wanted, but it's a little bit flimsy to me. But what's nice is you do get all these envelopes, and that's a wonderful thing for that price. If you look at the price of ordering envelopes, they can be very expensive. And I try to find them at the thrift store, but I go through them so fast that I run out a lot. So I just thought I would do this. And what you can do with this lighter weight paper then, you guys, is you can cut your frames for your for stamping on, or for making layers on your cards. So even if you didn't want to use this, and I'm not saying you can't use it as a card base, because you could, but if you prefer a thicker card base, you can make use of this paper for many other things, including probably just stamping on it and doing some light coloring. So anyway, that's just an idea. Obviously, if you're a serious colorist, you're going to use probably Copic-friendly papers versus something like this. But depending on what you're doing, you can definitely paper piece onto 65-pound cardstock, and I do that quite often because I tend to paper piece more than color, I think, a lot of the time, or a little bit of both. But you can do some very, very light coloring on any cardstock and you'll be okay. It's just that if you're going to layer a bunch of different colors, you really want a Copic-friendly paper. So I just thought I would mention that. It's an economical way to get both, a paper that you could use for a card if you wanted to, but it's the envelopes is really a good deal. So I picked up one of those also in white and in cream. And then while I was in there, of course, you have to look around and see what's there. So I thought I'd show you a few of the things that I picked up. For 99 cents, I got this little rainbow trim, and I had an idea for a project to use this on a card. And so I'm excited to have this, and it's just a really pretty, I don't know if I'm doing a good job of showing it, but it's all the different colors of the rainbow, and in between it has kind of like a little round white floral. So it's really cute. So that was 99 cents. So they had a bunch of these. I just got one. I'm trying not to buy too much. And then I picked up this for 99 cents. And this is a trim that I just love. And it is let's see if I can open this for you guys so you can see it. I think I might have shared this before, but this was on clearance, and I don't believe, here we go. What it is it's a velvet trim that's very thin like this, and then from the side it has, you know, an edge like this. So you could sew this in to make an edge on a project if you're a sewer, but I think this would make a really cute, just little tuck on the side of a card like I tend to do. So I just thought this was really pretty, and that you could also maybe even use it to do some tags at Christmas. So anyway, this was 99 cents too, so I got that. And it's in my favorite color, red. I definitely love my red. And then this I got for a project I'm working on for Iralamija Shop. And this they have in all different colors. And I just thought this would be so cute for a tag tie. So you could tuck this into the tag and then have these little loops coming up and even tie a piece of twine or a bow. So can you imagine that at the top of a tag? I just think it would be cute. So this was expensive. This was $6.99. They had all sorts of colors, and it's not on sale this week. So I just bought this one spool in the cream because it was the only one left. And I wanted the cream specifically because I thought it went so well with this. And I have some tags cut out upstairs that I needed toppers for. So, so that's that little purchase. And then I did also pick up some other envelopes because I needed them. These were $2.50 instead of $5. So, and these are just standard A2 envelopes for, these ones are 4 3/4 by 5.75 inches. So they're made to fit a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card. And I love these ones that are kind of like a tie-dye rainbow, and they have blues and greens. I just thought these would be really fun for summer and birthday cards. And then I got a thing of pink, and I got a thing of blue, which probably my two of my favorite colors. So those, I picked up those 3 packs of envelopes. So kind of boring stuff, you guys. In the clearance aisle, I found this stamp. It says, "I have found the one with whom my soul loves." Song of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 4. I thought this was perfect for an upcoming wedding in our family. So I just thought that was beautiful. $1.74. It's a beautiful red rubber stamp and a Song of Solomon. So I picked up that. And then in the Sewing Notions, I found these buttons for 74 cents. And these just really kind of glow. They sparkle. And they're a darker gray to a lighter gray. So they kind of fade. You know, they're really pretty though. So I thought those might be fun. I have a paper pack that has a lot of gray florals in it. And I thought these would be perfect to go with those papers. So I picked up a few of those. I thought I might share one of these with some friends. And then the other things I splurged on, this is for a project that I'm working on that has daisies in it. And these are little daisy charms. And then these ones are little butterfly charms. And these are just for some spring and summer projects that are coming up. And I got this, which I thought would be great for measuring things. So, you know, like an A2 card is, oops, we got to go like that. There we go. 4 1/4 inches. So you can see that. 4 1/4. But anyway, this was just $1.24. And I just want to keep this on my desk so that when I need to measure something really quick, it's really easy. So, and it says, "Got an itch to stitch?" And one of the things I love to do is stitch. I used to do a lot of stitching with my sewing machine onto my card fronts. And I miss doing that. I just have to find a place to put my sewing machine again. I know I'll eventually do it. But when we had to make the classroom in our basement for COVID, for the last couple of years when we were homeschooling, I had to put a lot of my craft room away. So one of these days I'm going to find a place to stick my sewing machine out again. But right now, my son is still using his classroom at night, and he'll be a senior this coming year. So I think for now we'll leave things the way they are. It's just easier. You know, so let's see, I got all those, and then I got, oh my gosh, you guys, I got a paper pad. I got 2 paper pads, and these were half off, so this was $6, and this one's called Floral Collage, and again, Paper Studio was half off, And this is a cardstock paper pad, and it's 60 sheets, and they're 6 by 6 inch, and it's just really pretty floral papers. And I'll show you why I got it. You know how much I love text on stuff. So these papers have text in the background, and I don't know, you may not be able to see it as well on that one, but every single one of them has this text kind of in the background, and I just love that. I just think it's so pretty. You get 3 of each one. This one has text in the background. I don't know if you guys can see how well it's showing up on camera. I think it shows up. So this is a beautiful blue color. This one just has floral, no text, but I love that floral print. Here's a pink one. You can see the text in the background. It's so pretty. So there's pink. Here's this one, and this one has text all through, and then it has the borders on both sides. So that makes a wonderful card where you just have to put a sentiment. So that's really cool. And here's this green one, and this one has some distressing of just almost like distressed roses or just modeled watercolor in the background. Here's this paper in blue, and I just love how these are distressed and sort of rustic looking. Here's one, this yellow one, it has text in the background. Here's this one again with the text, and here's purple. This one says 1908 volume 2, and I love that shade of purple with that kind of white rusticness in it. So just a beautiful, beautiful paper pad, and I just couldn't pass it up. This was my favorite one. I just think this is gorgeous in this green, and it says catalog number 47. Isn't that pretty? Look at the butterflies that they made out of text paper. Makes me want to make this. I think it would be so fun to cut out some butterflies from text paper. I haven't done that in a while, and I made some really pretty cards once with text butterflies. So here's a beautiful orange for summer. This one has little paisleys on it, and it has text in the background if you can see it. And then this one, it's just all so pretty. Oh my gosh. Here's one that is like a ticking stripe purple with a little bit of distressing. Here's another one that is, you know, where it has the floral around, and you could definitely do something creative to make a card with that. And then this gorgeous yellow has these kind of like daisy chains going down it. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh, I just fell in love with this entire paper pad. I like the whole thing, and that does not happen to me very often. So Hobby Lobby and the Paper Studio are knocking it out of the park, in my opinion. I love this one. And then I was just going to get this one, but I kept going back and looking at this one, and there's one other that I like too, but they only had the 12 by 12, and I just try not to buy 12 by 12 anymore. I only buy 6 by 6 because I am just a card maker. That's the main thing that I do. And I do have enough 12 by 12 paper in my house that I can use if I need it. So this was the other one that I picked up, and this one is called Distressed Floral. And it's, again, 60 sheets, 6 by 6 inch. It's half off this week right now, so it's just $6, and it's a lot of paper. So, you know, because you're getting 60 sheets, and a lot of the pads now only have 24 sheets. So, but again, look at the distressing on this. It's just gorgeous. This one has text in it. It has these beautiful florals. It's just so pretty. Oh my gosh. So, and you're getting 3 of each paper. Here's this one. This is a kind of a bluish green, and it has these beautiful roses in the background. So just stunning. So fun for primitive style cards. Here's one with these like poppy flowers almost, and this one has both polka dots and text in it. So lots of distressing in the background. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I just love these papers. I just couldn't pass them up, you guys. That's the dangerous thing about going shopping, right? So this one has kind of a mottled color going through it, from pinks, blues, and kind of a creamy beige color, and even tending more towards kind of a rusty color down here. So really, really pretty distressing. Look at this one. They're just gorgeous. So pretty. This one has a tulip motif in it. Here's another one in kind of a pinky mauve color, and you can see all the texture in the background there. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. Here's this one. And this one has a brick background with roses. Oh, so pretty. Oh my gosh. These are going to make such beautiful cards. Here's one in a blue again, and it has a flower motif. So really, really pretty, or almost like a tile. This one also reminds me of tile. And just really gorgeous. I love the way they faded the papers. It just makes such pretty backgrounds. And they really pop when you put them against white cardstock too. So look at that one. This one is a map of the world almost, is what it looks like to me. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's such a pretty blue color. I hope you can see the color. It's nighttime, so I don't know how well my lighting will do in showing off the colors to you guys. Look at this one. It's got this check pattern, but then it has these beautiful flowers. So isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Just so pretty. I just couldn't pass them up. And there's a whole other pad that's all in like these aqua colors, but they didn't have it in the 6x6. And oh my gosh, aqua is one of my favorite colors. And it was such a gorgeous pad. But this pad has some of those same tones in it. So I figured I don't need a third one. But it's such a pretty 6x6 pad. And I think if they'd had it there, I probably would have broken down and splurged. But look at this one. See how the texture up here, and then it leads into these florals, and then it gets lighter down towards the bottom. So pretty. Here's this one here, and this is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. I cannot wait to cut into these. And because that's what paper is for. It's for using. There will always be more pretty paper. So just use it up, you guys. That's my theory. This one's just gorgeous. So this not only has text in it, but it has the wood grain behind the text, and then it has a floral overlay. So just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And the last one is this one here. And this one has kind of a green and peach color combination. I don't know if you can see it, but it's also got some butterflies in there. So see the butterfly right there too. So just gorgeous papers. Absolutely stunning. I just am so excited. This one is, again, more of a distressed floral. And then this one is called Floral Collage. And the Floral Collage, again, has all the text in it. So I just wanted to show you guys those. I don't know about you, but it's really helpful to see the papers before you go to the store to buy them. I think it helps you make a decision. So, and they are taped closed at the store, so it's nice to see a flip through on video. So again, I splurged on those. I splurged on these little charms and everything. And then the reason I went in there, of course, was for the envelopes and the cardstock. So that's my little haul, my little Hobby Lobby haul. And I had a lot of fun. You would have laughed at me in the store because I kept picking it up and putting it back and picking it up and putting it back. And then I was like, finally, I was like, oh, Jill, you worked overtime this week. You can totally splurge on this and get it. So I totally broke down. But this is like the perfect paper pad for summer. And oh my gosh, this is still just my favorite page. There's just something about it. So anyway, I just had to splurge, and they are on sale. So get them while they're on sale if you're interested. But anyway, that was my fun little this and that video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything. I've got to go on a hunt right now and see if I can come up with my little envelope that makes the seed packets, because I really want to try and do this so that I can collect some seeds. And I find that if I don't have the envelopes ready, I have to collect them in baggies, and I'd much rather collect them and put them into envelopes, because you're shaking out a very tiny seed, and it's nice if you can just put them directly into the envelope. So I want to thank Joyce and Bernie again for sending this to me. This was a while back that they sent this. I think it was at Christmas time. And but anyway, they know how much I love to garden, and so I'm really excited to play around with this. And this is the one that she made with her little stamp that says Seeds of Friendship and Forget Me Not on the bottom. And I love how she took the time to make the little closure on the back for your string. And, you know, you just use two of the little eyelets and some little circle die cuts. So sweet. And then you can see how she put the stamp, this stamp, in two spots below and above the eyelet. So isn't that sweet, you guys? I just love this. And the fact that it's for forget-me-nots. So, which is one of my favorite spring flowers. And I actually cut mine back and they rebloom here because I have them planted in a perfect spot where there's not so much sun that they get burnt. And so I'm able to cut the tops off and they rebloom later in the summer. So I love that about forget-me-nots. So you can try it where you are and see if you can get it to work. Anyway, I'm always playing with plants and snipping things and stick them in the ground all over my yard and see if they take. It's surprising how much a plant wants to live. And in the early spring here, when it rains all the time, I can do starts just by picking a frond and sticking it in the ground. And I take things like candy tuft, if you know what that is. I just take a sprig of candy tuft and I pop it here, I pop it there, and then the next spring, I usually have new plants all over the place, and I love that. And it allows you to share them with friends and neighbors who maybe are new to your neighborhood and need a few plants. So, all right, you guys, that is everything I had to share with you tonight. I hope you enjoyed seeing my little card share and my little haul of fun products from Hobby Lobby. Thank you, Hobby Lobby, for staying open and providing us with lots of things that we need for our paper crafting. I think my two favorite finds were, of course, these paper pads, and I just love these envelopes. I think these envelopes are so fun. So anyway, you guys all have a good night. I've been yammering on for 30 minutes, so I'm going to let you go. Bye now.